Hello students, today we are going to do chapter number 2 of class 4 AVS and the topic of the chapter is senses of touch and smell. So, in this chapter we will learn about sense of touch, good touch and bad touch, sense of smell and differently abled people. So now look at the picture. What you have noticed? So here in this picture, there are father and his two daughters. Father made golgappas for his two daughters, and one of his daughters said that my mouth is filled with water because of smell of golgappas. So the picture describes about sense of smell. Before we start the chapter, let us know about sense organ. Actually, what is sense organ? An organ is a part of our body which responds to external stimuli by conveying impulse to sensory nervous system. Okay? Eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin are the 5 sense organs. Students, I will read the chapter paragraph wise and I will explain it to you side by side. Okay, now let's start. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin are the 5 sense organs. The 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch. All sense organs are important. Our senses help us to understand what is happening around us. Nerves are present in all the sense organs. They send messages to the brain which then tells us to act according to the situation. Sometimes one of the senses may stop working or may not work properly because of an injury or an illness. In such cases, our other senses become stronger or can be trained to become stronger to make up for the missing sense or the sense that is not functioning properly. Can you identify things or people merely by touching or smelling? Let us try feeling with our eyes and ears closed. Shut your eyes or blindfold them. Can you tell what is near you and what is far away? Now, place some cotton wool in your ears and listen carefully. What can you hear? So keep your hands in front of you and try to move. What senses are you using? In the table, write the names of the person or the things you identified and the method used. We would mostly use our sense of touch to feel the things around us. So here in this paragraph, students, we learned that there are 5 sense organs. They are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. All sense organs are important, okay, and it has a particular functions like eyes help us to see, okay, ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste the food and skin to feel the things. Okay, in all the sense organs, nerves are present. So actually what is nerves? The long thin threads present in your body that carry messages and send it to the brain and which act accordingly to the situation. Okay, so if in case our one of the senses organs do not work properly due to injury or illness, then our other senses become stronger. Okay, now move on to next paragraph, that is senses of touch. The skin is the largest organ in the human body. It helps us to feel the things that we touch. When we touch an object, the nerve endings in the skin send signals to the brain. The brain determines the meaning of the signals. It decides if an object is hot or cold, rough or smooth, sticky or slippery, wet or dry, and soft or hard, and so on. Some parts of the body, such as fingers, toes and leaves, are more sensitive than others because of the presence of many nerve endings. Okay. So here in this paragraph, what we have learned that skin is the largest organ of the body. Okay, and it helps us to feel the things that we touch. Okay, when we touch an object, our nerves which is present in the skin carry the message to the brain, and the brain delivers the message to us that the object is hot or cold, wet or dry, soft or hard, so on. But some part of our body is more sensitive, like lips, fingers and toes, because many nerves endings are present. Okay, now move on to the next paragraph. We should avoid touching things that may harm us. We should not touch hot utensils with bare hands, especially those in which food is being cooked. We should be careful while using sharp or pointed objects like paper cutter, scissors. We should avoid touching kitchen knives or blades. We should never touch electric sockets or appliances. We should never switch on a fan or a bulb with our wet hands. We should not touch some plants like cactus, poison ivy and stinging nettle. Cactus has thorns which can hurt us. Touching a stinging nettle causes a stinging sensation, and touching poison ivy makes our skin itchy. So here are some things that you have to avoid while touching. Okay, we should not touch hot objects. Avoid playing with sharp objects like scissors, blade, knife, etc. Do not touch electric sockets or appliances because you may get electric shock. Okay, so now let's move on to the next paragraph, that is good touch and bad touch. When our mothers hug us, we feel a sense of comfort and warmth. When our teacher pats us on our back, we feel good and encouraged. These are good touches. Sometimes we do not feel comfortable when someone touches us. Even a friendly touch by some people can make us uncomfortable. If a touch makes us uncomfortable or scared, it is a bad touch. So if someone tries to touch us in a bad way, we should sternly ask the person to stop. We should also inform our parents, teachers or any other elder person about it immediately. They will ensure our safety. So here in this paragraph, actually we learned that what is good touch and bad touch. Okay, so let's start with good touch. Good touch is a touch that makes a child feel secure, cared for and happy. Example, a mother hugging a child or a grandparents kissing their child, etc. Okay, whereas on the other hand, bad touch is a touch that makes a child uncomfortable, afraid or nervous. Okay, so example, if an adult touches your child and tell him or her not to tell anyone. So students, anyone touches you in a bad way, immediately what you have to do, you should inform to your parents, elders or teachers, etc. Now move on to next, that is sense of smell. The nose is the organ that helps us to smell. Tiny smell particles which we cannot see are present in the air that we breathe. Spraying a perfume, burning a candle or spoiled food release these minute smell particles into the air. The nose has special smelling cells. Whenever we smell anything, smell particles stick to these cells. They send signals through nerves to the brain, and the brain identifies the smell. To identify a smell, the brain uses its memory. This means that the information about a good or a bad smell is stored in our brain, which is recalled the next time we get the same smell. So here, according to the paragraph, the nose is the organ that helps us to smell. The tiny smell particles which we cannot see are present in the air. Okay, so we can say example, spraying a perfume, spoiled food, etc. Okay, so the nose has special smelling cells. Whatever we smell, smell particles which stick to smelling cells, and this smelling scent signals or information through nerves to the brain, and brain identifies the smell. Okay, so the information about good or bad smells stored in our brain. Okay, so now move on to the next paragraph, that is differently abled people. There are many people around us who are differently abled, and we must be sensitive towards their needs and take care of them. Some people cannot see or hear. Over time, their other senses such as touch and smell become more developed. They use these senses to understand the world around them. For example, people who cannot see can use their senses of touch to read. They use a special script called Braille, in which letters and numbers are written in the form of raised dots. After proper training, people who cannot see learn to read by touching these dots. People who cannot hear use sign language, in which the fingers and hands are used to form letters, words and sentences. All differently abled people should be given love, support and respect. So according to the paragraph, so student, in our society we find differently abled people, that is physically disabled, who cannot see, speak or hear properly. They cannot do all the things that we can do exactly, but they can do many other things that we cannot do. Okay, the person who cannot see, they use Braille writing system, which is invented by Louis Braille. So in Braille, the letters and the numbers are written in the form of raised dots, which helps the people read by feelings with their hands. But the people who cannot hear, they use sign language, in which the fingers and hands are used to form letters, words and sentences. So student, we have to give love, care, support and respect to all differently abled people. So now we have come to an end of this chapter. Okay, now let's go through the exercise portion of this chapter. Students, here are some exercises which I have solved. Likewise, you have to do in your textbook only. But use pencils while you are writing in your textbook. Okay? Now move on to question and answers. Here some questions are given, so try to solve all these questions and write it down in your exercise copy. Thank you.